Just a quick reminder that MURKradio is brought to you by Atlas VPN and BarkBox. Exclusive deal for you Murkies down in the description. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We got questions today.
Turn now.
We got questions today. Are Brian Laundrie's parents in legal trouble? Do they face legal trouble? What's going to happen? Good morning, all my Murkies. Good morning. We got Justin in the chat here. We've had to kind of change up how we do our open calls now. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties with the amount of people that kind of come in, so we're going to do it through an on-air voice channel now, and an admin can kind of bring you in if you want to call in. So we're still doing open call-ins just a little bit differently, a little more manageable. You know what I mean? So, if you want to hop in the voice chat, just reach out to one of us diaper daddies and we'll hook you up. We'll get you in here, baby. But I wanted to start off with some stuff that was this is from News Nation Now, and again, this was kind of the big speculation. This is something I've been asking Jameson since like day one. And hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. And hella curious as to what the news is going to be speculating on, because I kind of have a firm theory, and I kind of agree with Jameson that maybe the parents won't have any legal repercussions. Now, if it's found in a criminal trial that they were complicit in maybe helping Brian flee, then maybe they could take him to civil court, but I just don't see them actually facing charges. But let's see what the news has to say real quick while we get the first hour under our belt.
To the legal side of all of this, there are a lot of legal questions surrounding this case. Dave Ehrenberg is a state attorney for Palm Beach County, Florida, and he is joining us live tonight. Dave, good to see you again. You've heard kind of the latest in the case, now the dad's involvement in this search. I think the overarching question is, are these parents in legal jeopardy at this point?
Yeah, good evening, Marnie. Good to be back with you. It's hard to say because we don't know all the facts. Now, to be arrested for being an accessory after the fact, you would have to have knowledge that Brian committed a crime, and then you would have to take actions to prevent his arrest or his punishment. And we just don't know what the parents know. Now, we can make an inference.
Kind of exactly Jameson and my own point. Like, I don't, it's not actually that we know they'll be in trouble from the start. We have speculated that they might not be because of the flimsiness of kind of the evidence and just the way things are playing out.
That they know because Brian came back without Gabby. They didn't tell anyone. They refused to communicate with Gabby's parents. And so it looks bad for them in the court of public opinion, but prosecutors are not going to file charges against them unless they have definitive proof that they can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they were involved in some way in a crime.
It does make you wonder. I mean, it's been weeks since they were out there looking for their son, along with the FBI and all of these investigators. If at this point, is it possible they were promised immunity if they shared information, if they cooperated?
I don't think they were promised immunity. I think that their lawyer may have said to them, hey, go out and talk to the FBI. That's a bit of goodwill because the FBI.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Bubbly Blonde, they're working with them. I don't think they're in any trouble with the federal authorities. Like, just because Brian's in trouble, or Brian's missing, again, he's only wanted for the unauthorized use of electronic devices. He's not wanted for murder. So keep in mind that's not even happened yet. Like, I don't think the parents are even close to being on a chopping block for legal action. Tell me how you know they're protecting him, Julie. Because I kind of feel to the contrary. I feel that maybe they're not. Maybe they had a plan to, and he bailed. There's just a look on Chris's face yesterday at the Carlton Reserve that I can't. As a father, I feel like he doesn't know the exact location of his son right now.
Probably distrust them based on their silence up to this point. So this could help them avoid a charge of being an accessory after the fact. Interestingly, when they communicated with the FBI about Brian's whereabouts, according to reports, they refused to communicate with the FBI about anything to do with Gabby. So obviously that tells you something, but it's hard to know at this stage what their level of cooperation is with the FBI because the FBI handles these things in secret. All we know is what we saw on camera today. We saw the father go out there. It looks like they are worried about their son, but there are.
I don't know why he's acting like that, Sasquatch, but that's just the black and white of it.
He went missing.
They haven't pressed those charges yet.
Without his phone, without his wallet. They didn't report him gone until Friday.
Do I think
so? That's suspicious in itself.
Right, and some of the dates started to not.
Real quick to address Sasquatch, do I think his actions are an indictment of his guilt in the second-degree death of his girlfriend? Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think he killed Gabby. I don't think it was premeditated. I don't think he's a serial killer. I don't think he's a spree killer. And really the reason I titled this episode This Today is because this is the last time I'm really going to address these questions. I'm just going to start referring people to this video. I've spent probably 2 hours collectively when I was watching through the channel last night answering this specific question. Jameson's answered this question a lot in the chat, and there are some black and whites that I feel like I could just refer people to, especially when it comes to my opinion on it. But Brian is an adult. His parents aren't responsible for his actions. Another good point, Bill. Again, unless it's proven unless they open some fucking murder charges on Brian and prove that the parents were complicit in him fleeing, then they don't fit. Right now, no.
Not quite match up. And then we've seen this rift in the family, Dave. Brian Laundrie's sister, Cassie, came out on her lawn with her husband, talked to protesters. She said, I don't know where Brian is. I don't know if my parents are involved. She was even asked if she thinks Brian killed Gabby, and she said, I don't know. Having her come out and say what she said, how does that impact the case, the investigation, what the FBI is looking at?
It makes me believe Cassie a little bit that she went out and talked to a group of protesters without a lawyer. She's been cooperating from the beginning. She's referred to Gabby as Gabby. You remember when Gabby went missing, the parents issued a statement calling Gabby Miss Petito. That to me was a tell that they knew more. Now, as far as
I just don't see the evidence that they're actively protecting him, Bubbly. If you have anything like concrete that proves that they're actively helping protect him, let me know, because again, Chris spent 3 hours yesterday at the Carlton Preserve looking for him, and also the look on his face said he didn't know where the fuck the kid was. So let me know your theory, because again, I just at this point again, you can watch previous streams we've done on this. At this point, I've speculated. I've thought that they have in the past. I've thought that they haven't in the past. And here I'm kind of concrete. Like, I don't think Chris Laundrie right now knows where the fuck his kid is.
As far as why the parents' lawyer why they're telling Cassie,
exactly,
the parents
Erica.
not to communicate with Cassie.
Exactly, Erica.
I think it's because the lawyer knows that there is no privilege to
good morning, Cindy.
the communications
good morning, everybody.
between the parents and their daughter from becoming public. The communications between the spouses are protected under the law. There's a spousal privilege in the law. So what they say to each other, the husband and wife, is protected from disclosure. But it's not the same thing for the stuff they tell Cassie. Cassie can tell all what she is told by her parents. And that's why the lawyer says, don't talk to your daughter.
That's right. And
Cindy, I disagree. Chris did not seem calm at the Carlton Reserve for 3 hours yesterday.
Why do you believe that more serious charges have not been filed against Brian Laundrie at this point, weeks into this thing?
Here's the question.
Prosecutors have a charge out there that will get him behind bars if and when he is caught. And so there's not a huge rush to charge him with murder, because once you charge him with that serious crime, then there are certain procedural rules in place. For example, you've got 180 days before you have to put him on trial for that case. That's a speedy trial rule. It's based on the Sixth Amendment to the Constitution. Also, there are rules that once someone is arrested,
Sasquatch. I mean, there's just no evidence that they currently know where the fuck that kid is.
Within 30 days, or else that person goes free before trial without conditions. And so prosecutors want to slow these things down, whereas police want to rush it. Police want to find them, they want to arrest them, whereas prosecutors have other.
Want to address Goth Angel Tarot's question here. That's if there's somebody around with access to Gabby's YouTube channel and can actually go through the steps of monetizing if it wasn't already monetized. If not, that money will probably just automatically go into an account, and whoever has it, it'll work. So I'm sure they can reach out to YouTube corporate. YouTube's very open with this kind of thing, and it's a very high profile case, so I bet you the family could probably get the money for the ad revenue from Gabby's channel. Assuming it had gone through the steps of being monetized and has ads and sponsors or anything, you know. Absolutely, Goth. I hope so. Why the massive manhunt for Brian, says Gil? Because of the profile of the case, because of the high profile nature of the case. You keep in mind there's press surrounding the Laundrie home, and that's not law enforcement, that's the press. That's, you know, a lot of our infrastructure here in America runs off of what the people are fucking looking at. Much like this YouTube channel runs off of what you guys are looking at. You know, it's same thing. Yeah, I hope it goes to the family and foundation, not Brian. I do too, Goth. You know, I got a feeling it's not going to go to Brian. Oh, Allie hasn't slept. Good lordy. Get a nap, lady. Yeah, Bubbly, this is one of the crazier ones for sure.
They have to deal with.
I want to ask you about this search because, as you saw,
this case is why I think it's fascinating to everybody, you know, this far into covering it on the channel. I really think that, like, you know, it's a mix of the Lacey Peterson factor and it's a mix of the Andrew Cunanan factor. You have someone on the run and you have a toxic relationship that ended in a death. So, yeah. Cinna, no, I don't think he's actively making money off of Gabby's YouTube. We would know. We would be able to track that kind of thing if he was actively collecting the ad revenue or the AdSense from Gabby's channel. They would know. They would know that. That's hella trackable. Like, the government knows exactly where that money is coming from and goes. So no, I don't think he's profiting actively off of Gabby's channel. If he was, he wouldn't have taken I think maybe the last time he might have was when he took $1,000 out of their bank account. Which is technically Gabby's bank account. And he did that after she was dead. You know. Yeah, I'd be pissed. God, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is, yeah, I mean, we know he did take $1,000, so he might have already done that. But good morning, Lux. If it isn't the queen manager girlfriend herself, it always makes me kind of giggle, like I got a note from a crush when I see her show up in the chat, guys. Reasonable doubt is the highest standard of proof that must be extended to secure a guilty verdict in a criminal case in a court of law. Clear and convincing evidence is not what we have here. Exactly, Erica. We do not have clear and convincing evidence. As far as we know, Gabby's remains are also compromised in a way that they might not even have enough juice to fucking press. To actually take the specifics to trial. They might still be deducing how she actually died. Again, we haven't had a cause of death yet. We just know that it is homicide, but we haven't had the specifics. You know, some people assume strangulation, some people assume blunt force trauma. I've heard a lot of assumptions, but I've seen nothing come out from the coroner yet, unlike how she died. Don't they need a death certificate to allow the money to be released? Julie, in this situation, in a smaller case, yeah, maybe, but this one, it's the Petitos. They have the Petito Foundation. It's a very high profile case. They won't need to do much more than reach out to YouTube. Or have their lawyer reach out to YouTube. Wouldn't be a problem. What if Brian is running from some serial killer? That's interesting. So Brian's running from the serial killer? Like, he could have died too? That's interesting. Yeah, I doubt it, but it's interesting. Make a really good movie. Does it get very cold in Florida? I don't know. I'm not Floridian. I feel like he took money all along. Abusers do it as a form of control. Yeah, Goth Angel Tarot. You know, here's a theory I had. You know, I've been in a relationships where we just have a shared bank account. It's in her name. You know, they could have been both of their money. It's both of their channel. Functionally, it was a van life channel. It was both of theirs. Everything was in her name, but he was, you know, being a shitheel boyfriend participant or whatever. So, yeah, it's just a common thing. Gabby probably just had that card for emergencies and didn't want to use it. It was just an in-case card. Yeah, I feel the same way, Cindy, about the card. It was probably just an in-case, and that's why it's extra suspicious, and that's why he's actually wanted for pulling that $1,000 out. I almost guarantee you. Let's see, been listening to Gabby and Summer Wells deep dives, then some astrology meditation. Yeah. Felt really good. Yeah. Oh, right on, Allie. Word. Sasquatch, yeah, I agree that Gabby says was for serious events only. I doubt she planned to spin it unless something. Yeah, exactly. I think and you know, there was probably a clear like train of evidence toward that. You know, sometimes you got to get Capone for fucking tax fraud, man. Sometimes investigations go in weird ways, and you got to start your initial, fucking, you know, like actual pressing charges in kind of a weird place. Sometimes it can start in a financial place. Sometimes it'll start in a digital place. And I do think at some point they'll probably press charges for fucking second-degree murder on Brian. But that's it, you know, there's a lot of variables that have to happen before that's going to happen. 2 of my adult children died. They are disability. It takes them 6 to 9 months to get full reports to come in from the coroner. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Julie. For us civilians, yes, but this is a high-profile federal case. This was a federal coroner. This was something that went through forensic analysis. They're not getting the same treatment we do. Gabby did not get the same treatment we do. Gabby did not get the same treatment Mia Marcano got. Mia Marcano might take a while to get these details, and they're still trickling out quicker than they are with Gabby. But Gabby's got an incredible amount of resources and money on her case, so. Like our tax dollars on it, so it's just a little different. It's a little different there. It's not like, you know, one of us losing somebody, particularly to a disability. You know, when you have something where it's like a suspicious death like this, you know. If he really is out there and still alive, it's got to be rough. I believe that. Yeah, and so sorry for your loss, Julie. It is tough. I've lost a lot of people close to me too. And it is weird how sometimes, you know, I've had people die kind of suspiciously or in weird ways. I had a dear friend of my family's die in Little Rock in a shooting, and, you know, it took a while to kind of get the details as to what fucking happened, and it really just was a train of devastation. It never stopped being devastating, and each new detail was devastating. They want to kill each other and they run out of weed. Yeah, but it's true. Yeah, because it's so true that it's funny. Yeah, look, man, it's, you know, Gabby and Brian, you know, again, I'll address all of this for this 2-hour stream, because I'm gonna kind of put a plug in these questions and just refer people to this video if they want my opinion on it, because I've filled probably 2-3 hours of answering this specific like topic. And like Zimmy and I in particular have played to this demographic. Justin's played to this demographic, knows people from this demographic. You know, I got Justin in the chat here. You know, I got a bunch of Murkies who have experience in different performance industries, if you will, or entertainment, or experience at music festivals, things like that. And we've seen lots of Gabby and Brian's. You know, chill hippie couple that they run out of weed and they fight. They self-diagnose themselves with mental things and self-medicate for it. I personally believe that's what the kind of people they were. That's just the vibe I get off of them. But keep in mind, that's the demographic I play to, baby. Like, I've seen a lot of Gabby and Brian's at shows, at festivals. You know, I've seen them happy. I've seen them mad. I've seen them fighting. I've seen them get arrested. I've seen a lot of that type of couple. And I feel like I've seen. Oh, what was that, Justin?
I've seen a few thrown out of events for sure.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, or you know a story of somebody that got in a toxic relationship, disappeared from a friend group, and they fought a bunch. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a real common thing in our generation too. Like, yeah. Killed her too, and that's way too coincidental to not be somehow related. Zombie. Again, I urge you to look at I'll address the women in Moab one last time too. I don't think he's a serial spree killer. Just look at the evidence. There's no evidence to attach. I mean, why would Brian sexually assault and shoot the two women? It was obviously a drifter that had the 30 weapons in a weird abandoned campsite right close to those women. There's just a different weirdo. There's different we have a serial killing problem in the country. Like, to blame all of the deaths on Brian's trail, or everybody that had talked to Brian that died, is, again, I feel like you're doing yourself an incredible disservice, and I think you should really apply yourself outside of any bias to looking at the variables with those two women in Moab, because it's not related to Brian. That's not only from me, that's from the people who are investigating it and do it for a living. On surviving the Carlton Reserve. Can Brian Laundrie survive in the wilderness for a month? One survivalist take. NBC, New York. Oh, right on. I'll check that out here in just a bit. Yeah, no, but yeah, that's also some Brian speculation. I don't think Brian can cut it in the fucking woods. I just don't. I don't think he can cut it in the woods. I don't think he's got what it takes to make it out there. And for that, I'll refer to other people. That's just The Sims. We've covered that one a lot. Ari and Anthea and I have both talked about our experiences camping. Justin's also. We're all from the Ozarks, so like camping's part of our life, right, Justin? It's just something we all know how to do, and I got a feeling he ain't like us. You know what I'm saying, Justin?
Oh yeah.
Like, there's no way.
I spent way more time out in the woods than I ever did in town growing up.
Exactly. You more so than I, most likely. I mean, well, no, guaranteed. Like, for sure. Like, I don't think. I just know. Yeah, he's. If they find him out in that reserve, it's probably because water receded and he died in it. You know what I mean? Like, she fell and hit her head on a metal door, and there's a lot of tests to complete a coroner's report. Well, that's Australia, though, Julie. It is. When you have, it's just a different infrastructure, different style of policing, reporting, and it's just different. And when you're under the Queen, man, shit's a little different. In America, that's if that happens, you'll probably get the info on that pretty quick. Here, in my experience. Yeah, he's a hobbyist. He's not a survivalist. That's like. Period. End of statement. He's a hobbyist. Shallow hobbyist at best. Like, dude does stuff for clout. Dude reads Fight Club on fucking screen to be seen. Again, I don't have the highest opinion of the cat. If it sounds like I've defended him in any way, it's just because I'm stating black and whites. I don't really hop down, personally don't hop down too much of the conspiracy train with active cases going on. I like that shit after the fact, after someone's in jail or we get to the second half of the story. But, and I've entertained a bunch of it so far. But again, I'm hella disappointed in YouTube's conspiracy community. All right, Sea Dragon, I'll address this one more time. I'm a parent. If my kid came home without his girlfriend, I am not going to assume in the first minute he is home without his girlfriend that he fucking killed her. Because I'm a normal human. Like, come on. Answer your own question there, dude. Because they fucking probably tried to pull the information out of him and he killed his girlfriend and fucking lied about it. Well, let's be real. Like, no, let's just assume they're all psychopaths. Like, come on, man. Like, nah. How do I explain that? just like this. No, hell no. He came home. I bet you they didn't think that anything wrong had happened to that girl until the parents started messaging Brian's mom. And I bet you that's why Brian's mom didn't message back, is because she fucking went off on Brian, and Brian fucking ran. So let's just be real here. Let's bring this shit down to earth. Like, come on. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna assume my fucking kid's a psycho, and this is probably the last time I'm gonna say it on the channel too. Like, I've spent again like an hour answering that specific question. Like, well, why did the parents not just assume from the moment he showed up without Gabby in her van that he killed her? Well, because they're fucking normal. And parents, I would not assume first thing that my kid fucking killed somebody. I just wouldn't. Like, that's wild. But am I crazy for that, Justin? I mean, again, I really feel like people jump to fucking conclusions on them hella hard without giving them any fucking room or putting themselves in their shoes. And I've seen a lot of people who aren't parents also be like, well, why? And it's like, because you're a fucking parent. You're not gonna think your baby fucking killed somebody, dude. You're gonna make that the last possible fucking scenario and assume that they fucking didn't. Like, I've heard no history of Chris being abusive to his family. I've heard no, we can speculate, and maybe he was, and maybe Brian's behavior is learned, but nah, babies, there's just no fucking way. Like, I mean, who would, like, I've had, I just went through a divorce, and I've had nieces, I've had nephews, I've had, people ask, where's Aunt Baby Mama? Where's Aunt Baby Mama? And you know what was really easy to do? It was really easy to get them to stop talking to me about it, and me not actually answer the question. So, I am feisty to say, only because there's a few lines of questions we get every morning, and every day, and every night, and I'm gonna start referring people to this video because I'm putting a, sending the bullhorn lady. But yeah, stranger things have happened, says Zombie Sec. What? Oh yeah. Oh hey, what's up, Reginald? Yeah. Yeah, it's like not gonna be my first thought that he killed her. Like that's gonna take time to brew in my mind. Like, that's like any logical fucking person. That's gonna take time to fucking. Nobody thinks that out the gate. Who? I mean, I've never heard of that being a real life situation that's ever played out. Maybe in a movie, but even in movies they would write it to be a little more realistic, where, hey, where's your girlfriend? 2 days later, hey, we're getting texts from Gabby's mom. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. And it's like more like 10 days later. Like, I think they genuinely were doing shit together and trying to maybe act like he had a breakup. Like,
and even after they finally do come to the conclusion in their brain, they're still going to like take a few days to process it and actually believe what they're thinking.
Exactly, dude. Like, the fact that it's like, I don't know, people will be like, I don't know, there's evidence that Brian ate cereal with a fork one time. He's a fucking serial killer. And his parents are fucked. They raised him wrong. Like, dude, how do you know that? How do you... What? The level of, like, I've had very little concrete shit come at me in the way of like actual proof of their compliance, and the law enforcement feels the same way. Like, that you can tell by their actions. The fucking Chris spent 3 hours with them yesterday and he didn't leave in fucking cuffs. So I'm right. Hey, we got Shane. What's up, dude? But yeah, no, we're on our I think I'm on my second week of Gabby Petito, or it's technically the third because she started off in just like the morning news grind. So, this Friday, daddy's gonna answer the hot questions and just start referring people to the video because we're done killing time with it. They didn't hire Brian legal counsel. As far as I know, he is representing them, right? I'm sure he's included in the family. It's a family's attorney. It's a real estate attorney. So they just called an attorney probably the moment they realized he was gone and that the girlfriend was missing too. Because the initial messages from Gabby's mom to Brian's mom were, "Where are our kids?" They were Gabby's family was going to initially report both of them missing. And, you know, in there I see a little bit of a, you know, that's really the only thing anybody has to throw at me that's like concrete, that's like a little bit sketchy on the timeline with like their actions and comply, you know what I mean? In that works in favor of them helping Brian fucking flee. But again, there's text I don't fucking respond to because I've got to fucking yell at the person next to me. You know what I'm saying? It's happened more than once to me. I get a text and it's like, "Hey, where's so-and-so? And where's my fucking money?" And then they're next to you and they fucking got like, you know, a new gold chain on. You're like, "Motherfucker, did you just," you know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, be real about it. Put yourself in the fucking shoes of the people. And, you know, just remember that they're people, not monsters. Is Brian a monster? Yeah, but a monster in the second degree, in my opinion. And I think he, you know, if they even get enough to fucking press those charges on him, you know. But I pulled up a few different things, a few different opinions, right? So
Also
here's an FBI. Here's an FBI agent weighing in on if they could face any legal backlash to Brian's family. So again, let's listen to some fucking experts on it today.
How much could these changing dates impact the FBI's investigation, and does it put Mr. and Mrs. Laundrie in potential legal trouble? We have turned to her throughout our coverage, and she has continued to answer many of your questions about this investigation. And one of the big questions tonight is the impact of this new timeline on what investigators are doing in searching for Brian and what we're hearing from the family, specifically Cassie, tonight. Joining me now is Jennifer Coffendorfer. She is a former FBI agent and has been following.
Justin, Shane, Coffendorfer. It got me, man. It got me.
In this case closely with us and with you in the public. Jennifer, as always, thanks for your time. I'd like to start with Brian's sister, Cassie. Did her talking to the protesters on her front lawn help or hurt investigators right now?
Her talking completely helped this investigation, in my opinion. The reason is she has just cracked that wall with the Laundries and seems willing to talk. She seems fed up with this whole situation. She was thrown under the bus. So she has a different posture than she did previously, although she's also set herself up as even more of a perceived liar.
You know, you've spent your life in these types of investigations looking at the other side, and I don't want to speculate too much, but at this point we don't have a whole lot of information. But Jennifer, if you're on this case right now, what are the odds that Brian Laundrie somewhere is hearing pleas from the people closest to him and Gabby's family, turn yourself in?
I think Brian Laundrie and his family, when they went away for 3 days from August 6th to August 8th, discussed this whole plan and discussed what we're seeing now play out, and that is he is a fugitive.
There have been some sightings in the Appalachian Trail, some possible sightings. What do you make of these potential leads in the investigation?
I believe that the people that have made these sightings truly believe that they've seen Brian Laundrie.
Oh yeah, people believe shit.
The fact of the matter is, they haven't, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that is based on, as an example, the engineer who most recently said he was 100% sure he saw Brian Laundrie in a white truck that doesn't make sense, talking to this individual. If you look at this
doesn't make sense.
A fugitive does not want to make contact with others. They are not going to engage in conversation like this. And I don't believe any of these sightings to date have ferreted it out to be accurate.
Isn't it also likely that he has changed his appearance? He knows so many people are looking for him, and he may be somewhere that they're not looking.
I think, Marnie, you hit it right on the head. He's obviously probably lost weight. I think he's a survivalist. I think he is out somewhere in the Florida terrain hiding. He's using the skills that he has to hide from law enforcement, and he's hiding where law enforcement isn't.
Yeah. And if he's in Florida tonight. Jennifer, I spoke with Palm Beach.
She has a
County
lot of
Attorney
faith in this
David
guy.
Ehrenberg recently.
She really does.
Asking
She's
if he
putting a
thinks
lot of
he's serious
fucking
charges
credit into his survivability. You know what I mean?
for folks at home, and then we'll get your thoughts.
More than I would. More than I fucking would. For sure. But, you know, again, that's just a former FBI agent. You know what I mean? That's kind of her take on the,
Their son
on the
is a
business. Now, I've also pulled up Inside Edition's take on this exact same question. And again, it'd be fucking loose if they did. If they do face any legal ramifications again, I think if we do see them go to court, it's going to be civil court well after the fact, and that's if that's stacked under a whole bunch of ifs. You know what I mean? And that's I agree with Jameson hardcore on that one. And if they end up with a decent defense attorney, those ifs will become less and less and less and less until there's no chance of them going to civil court. Again, but that's if they get a good defense attorney. Right now they got a real estate attorney, and he's texting Brian Enton. If you hear this, Laundrie family, your lawyer's texting Brian Enton. Fire him.
Person of interest in the killing of Gabby Petito, but Brian Laundrie's parents have not spoken publicly, relaying messages only via their attorney. So are they conceivably in any legal jeopardy? Here's Megan Alexander.
Could the parents of Brian Laundrie face criminal charges? Chris and Roberta Laundrie have not spoken a word in public since Gabby Petito was reported missing.
Why are the parents covering up for the son?
They also refuse to let police talk to their son, leading to outrage from their neighbors in Northport, Florida.
Where is Gabby? Where is Gabby?
That behavior looks suspicious.
Despicable. Despicable. This is a 100-pound girl that lived in their house. This is a sweet, beautiful girl who made the mistake of falling in love with their sociopathic son. The mother and father.
No proof he's a sociopath. He hasn't been diagnosed with shit.
Lawyers, Alan Dershowitz and Mark Garagos.
Do you think Brian's parents should be charged?
I personally do not. I haven't seen anything that leads me to believe that.
The only way Brian's parents could be charged is if they lied to the FBI, which is why their lawyers are doing the right thing, urging them not to speak to the FBI.
So, who are the Laundries? They own Juicer Services, Inc., a company that specializes in selling and repairing juicers. They used to live on Long Island, where Brian and Gabby met in high school. They moved to Northport in 2015 into this modest $120,000 home. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a pool.
They need to come forward and be honest. I don't think that everybody's being fully honest here.
Devoted parents innocently looking to protect their son, or repugnant people covering up a monstrous crime? The jury is still out on the Laundries, at least in the court of public opinion.
What do you make of BL dad going to search? FBI asked him to join. Are they forcing him, or is he trying to save face? I don't think they're forcing him, and I think it's a mix of... I don't think it's necessarily trying to save face, because that wordage kind of implies that he's complicit and knows where Brian is actively, and I don't think he knows where Brian is. I really don't. I really don't. So, yeah. Cannibal humanoid underground dweller. I like that theory, Senna. Fuck, that's a good one. See, there we go. You know. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, it says Kevin Bailey, would I do none of this? I mean, again, I have no clue what happened for like a whole 13, 14 days of their life. I don't have a friend that's a real estate attorney. I don't have a real estate attorney on retainer. I don't live in Florida. I don't think I've ever gone from like New York to Florida. So I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot I wouldn't have done, but I'm also not them. You know? I have a 26-year-old. Like he's out there now searching because people have been talking so much shit about him and his family. Very possible. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's out there to, again, I think it's a little bit of everything to answer that question. Like, it's a little bit to save face. It's a little bit probably because he really doesn't know where the fuck he is. It's probably also like, you know, a fucking smart move. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Let's see. Keep in mind, the FBI removed them from a crime scene at their Florida home 2 weeks ago. Like, they're just, you know. Law enforcement searching Carlton Reserve for Brian Laundrie a day ago. Yeah, they're not even live yet. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I feel like we've moved on from that topic enough. We can finally put a pin on it.
This market
there's a damn active volcano, guys. La Palma. And I'm hella fascinated by the situation still. Guys, that sonic boom we watched yesterday was fucking nuts. Alright. Oh shit, yeah. I want a news flash. We got him. I still really hope we fucking catch the dude. I agree with the chat. Like, I really hope we get him. But there was, where is it?
Tonight, a remarkable hour of television.
This is from last
Gabby
night on
Petito's
News
father,
Nation.
Joe Petito joins me live, along with 3 other parents
Yeah, bring on the
who
rocks.
suffered the worst loss, the worst pain any parent can fathom.
I thought I'd throw at least to the first hour.
Aaron Runyon, John
You know,
Walsh. They know the
the
shoes
topic,
in
but
which Joe now walks. Tonight they share with him their grief, their guidance.
What up, Monica?
And
What
their
up? What up?
lifelong search for peace. It's all straight ahead on Banfield.
Well, hello.
Man, Shane, how you doing this morning, dude? How's it going?
From another.
My brother from another mother. Man, nothing much. Just kind of finally, I labeled this video very specifically so we can do our 2-hour kind of morning cast. And kind of
we gotta, because I feel like we have a great channel, great following going. I feel like sometimes we do get off track and then we lose people. I've been watching people jump in and out the YouTube streams.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're coming in because of the headline, and then all of a sudden they're like, peace out. They're not even talking about what's there.
Yeah, we've had a bit of issue just when I watch the back end streams, kind of cyclically hopping in some topics. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah. And it's hard because, obviously there's only so much being posted on a daily about Brian Laundrie. So if you're talking about Laundrie, to do that for 8 hours straight to keep people back to the channel is insane, bro. It is.
Yeah.
I'm not even a host, and I know it's insane.
Exactly. And while I might end up with a video with like less views with the way we broke it up yesterday, I feel like I was infinitely happier making, you know what I mean? It's stuff for us. You know what I mean? Like we can, you know what I mean? You guys had ideas for other types of shows, and so we're going to keep on moving with those too. Like, come back to this kind of stuff, but I'm again done answering the same questions for 8 hours straight. Like, It's mostly just because new people pop in. But I mean, again, that's why the videos are going to be posted and up to rewatch, and hashtag specifically, and you know.
Hell yeah. Got a little plane search in the Carlton Reserve this morning.
Oh, good. I hope they go live. You know what I mean? And
I think it's a private owner though, just kind of poking his head around. He did a couple loops and now he's leaving, but because you got to watch out for these guys. A bunch of people out in that area have private pilot licenses. You know, I had a private pilot license in '91.
Oh hell yeah!
And, I used it for a few years and then it just kind of died off, you know, and I never kept up with it, but I still have all my paperwork and flight logs and all that stuff. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did my solo flight over Lake Okeechobee in Florida.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. It was kind of nerve-wracking, but I will tell you, the instructor told me, like on day one, he says, you're going to find out that flying an airplane is easier than a car. I looked at him and I said, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking? You know, because when you grow up, you're like, oh, car, motorcycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
This bitch, and he told me what to do, and then when I started flying, I'm telling you, it's easier than a car.
Yeah.
I'm telling you straight up, once you know how to do your feet, to do the rudder and the front wheel, well, depending on the plane, I flew single engine. I didn't really go any farther than single engine. I did have a VFR rating, which means you can fly in, like, no visibility. Basically, you can just fly with instruments.
Oh, that's sick.
That's an additional
sick, Shane.
Yeah, well, you think, man, you get caught in a rainstorm, like middle of the night or something. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
if you can't read your instruments and know like how high you are and where you're at, you know, then you're screwed, bro.
Exactly.
But taking off and landing, I was like, the first time I did it, obviously the instructor helped me, but we practiced takeoff and landings like all day, right? For like my first week. And I'm going to tell you, man, it was easy.
Man.
So easy. I think I paid like $3,500 back in the 90s. I think it's like double or triple that now to get your pilot license, but
yeah, probably inflation and shit. But yeah, back in the night, hell yeah, that's actually not that's a good deal. I mean, because the amount of money you can make being a pilot in private contracting and stuff, like getting that licensure for 35, dude, you could fucking like you could knock that the fuck out quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know, I was a young buck at the time, and I'm like, I didn't see the long-term aspect of having a pilot license. You know, I could easily go back and get it. I have to do like another 10 or 20 hours in the logbook and then just redo the test because a lot has changed, you know, but it's still in good standing, so you know.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a pilot when I was younger. I always thought that was fascinating. I admired Howard Hughes as a kid, and you know, aviation just seemed really cool to me. Like, in engineering, my mother's side of the family, they're all engineers and just really intelligent people. And I really wanted to be maybe an Air Force kid or something for a period of time, you know. And then I found out I was colorblind. Straight up had a little Miss Sunshine moment. Like, as an adult, found out, but I'm not healthy enough to serve anyway. Every time I'm without a job, I fucking try, even now that I'm old. The government, the military's like, what? No. Hell no. But, yeah, unfortunately with the fucking colorblindness, I don't even think I can go privately get a license.
Did you change your username?
I'm logged in as the actual creator of the Discord, so I have 2 different Discord accounts. Yeah, so the Merc mobile one is one that was just on my phone that I lurk with, and then this one's the actual one that made the channel. But gotcha. I figure I need to stay logged in probably as the one that made the channel because we're kind of changing up how we're doing call and stuff.
Yeah, you should slowly weed out and maybe get rid of the other one, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of the Merc mobile one. I'm going to just delete that account probably, and then move to this one solely. Just because this is the actual, you know what I mean, the Big Daddy account. But for the most part, it was really just Lux that had access to this account. But I'm like, man, I really need to have this logged in. I don't know why I haven't been using it.
Did you get my direct message?
Ooh.
Yeah, just reply on that message. You know, whenever you get a chance.
For sure. On this account?
Oh, you know what? It is on the other one. Yeah, never mind. I'll send you one real quick on this one.
Okay, hell yeah. But yeah, we're kind of changing up how the call-in stuff works, just because we got a solid crew now, and we've got plenty of people in the Discord. We can just kind of drag and drop people up here now instead of having kind of a free-for-all. Sometimes things get a little crazy. You drop viewers, stuff like that, and the advertisers don't like it. So John Walsh, though, I'm still sick of the John Walsh fucking talking head nonsense. Like, I totally agree with Zimmy. Like, that shit cracked me up when John Walsh.
Do something new?
What was that?
Did he do something new?
He's just still talking. Like, he was on News Nation 11 hours ago, and I'm really excited to talk to Zimmy about it, honestly, because the first time John Walsh talked. Oh shit, we got Renz in the house. What up, Renz?
Hello.
I'm babysitting.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just interrupted, but I love you all.
Oh, I love you too.
Yesterday I listened a lot, and then I'm in the house, but I'm not.
Oh word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm on the flip side. I hear a lot of your conversations, and it's give me less stress.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love MURKradio. It's a good thing to hold on. It's cool.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and different kinds of topics. I'm not into tarot, but it's when other people do, I love it.
Right? I just lurked on a whole tarot session in our video like chat yesterday or the day before. It was the day before yesterday, and man, yeah, I like lurking on you guys. Yeah, the tarot stuff, some of the clairvoyant stuff that's going on. Doing MURKspiracies now, so we're talking conspiracy for a couple of hours a day. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's good, and I have to hang up. The dad is here to pick up his kid, so I'm back in 10 minutes.
Right on.
All right, brother.
Right on.
Love you all. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
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 Hey, it's BMAC. I see you in the chat there. I do have some advice for you. I've learned quite a lot the last year. If you want to DM me and send me a friend request on the Discord server, I'll hook you up. I'll see what I can't send your way, man. It's probably too much to mention right now. There's a whole lot kind of on the back end to deal with. But man, I got some advice. I'm learning a lot, and as I learn more, I'll be sure to I can let you know as I learn. And all of us diaper daddies up here, the MURKradio crew has become fucking solid, man. Like, in the fall weather, we had a question. How's everyone enjoying that fall weather, baby? Shane, how you feeling about the fall weather this morning? I thought it was kind of crisp this morning.
It was, I took my trash out yesterday morning because we where I live, we can't put it out the night before because of the javelinas. So, they like to knock over the trash.
Oh, that's right, javelinas, yeah.
Javelinas, you don't have to deal with those downtown, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm like on the edge of Marana, basically off Twin Peaks.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got javelinas over there. Boy, I want to see them so bad. I haven't seen one in the wild yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen one come in the neighborhood or anything, but just as a precautionary. So everybody puts their trash out in the morning, and so yesterday 6 a.m. Of course my alarm goes off, and I'm like, all right, I got to take trash out. I put it at the curb, and I'm like, what the? It's chilly, man. Like, I'm from Jersey, so cold doesn't bother me, but I was just a little shocked from it because when I moved here, it was like 108. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm spoiled to the summer here now. Like, I like that 110. I like that desert heat. And
I do like it, man. And coming from Florida, oh my God, it was such an easy transition because in Florida, your 108 feels like our 95.
Oh, that's how it is in the Ozarks in the summertime too. The humidity.
Sucks.
Yeah, it just makes that heat cling to you.
Bro.
Yeah.
I remember like when I had a dog, I would stand in front of my house, just letting him use the bathroom, and I would sweat just standing there.
Real quick to respond to BMAC. Yeah, you can message me on Instagram. One thing you'll want to learn to get really good at, though, is Discord if you're looking to stream. Yep. I promise. So you'll want to go ahead and get good at Discord and try to message me on there. That's the quickest way to get to me. It might take me a little bit to get to my social media. I get a lot of messages on my social media, so sometimes it's kind of staggered, me getting back to people, but I try to get to everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can reach out to me on social media. All the links are in the description. You can follow the website that's in the description and take you to everything. My Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, my TikTok, the Discord server, the merch store, the everything. Where are you guys? That it's getting cold. About 70-ish today and 50s at night. Perfect. You're in Rhode Island. Yeah, the Jersey guy knows ups and downs with the weather. Yeah, you're up in Rhode Island. So yeah, we're down here in Arizona. We got Justin out in the Ozarks. We got Ren's in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, things, shit on... No, I moved here in the summertime, and it's my first kind of fall into winter here. So I didn't plan ahead. I didn't bring any fucking coats or jackets or.
I think
long sleeves.
we get the biggest swing temperature weather in the country. I think Arizona, from what I read, you could be 80, 90 during the day, 40 at night.
Yeah.
50 at night. We get big swing temperatures out here in Arizona.
Yeah. That's see that desert nighttime. I love the kind of chill, man. Go on a little walk with Lux all the time when it's late enough that maybe traffic's died down. You know what I mean? I kind of have to stay 6 feet away. And man,
oh yeah,
it's fucking great. Like I love nighttime here, especially in downtown where it's just this is a big city, like a massive city that goes to sleep.
It's not like New York where you go out at 3 a.m. and there's like the streets are full.
Oh man, you hit Times Square at fucking any time of day. It's the middle of the day, it feels like. You know what I mean? There's so much light and activity. You don't even notice it's night unless you look directly up.
Yeah, I was visiting the city one time and I was like, I couldn't sleep, so me and the wife went outside, to take a walk, and we're like, wait, what time is it really? Like, there's so many people out here and businesses open.
Yeah. There's ooh. It reminds me of Tibet's. Yeah, Denton. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. We should see if Shane is going to the festival this weekend. Ask Lux. Lux, you guys going to the festival this weekend in downtown Tucson?
Festival? Whoa. What are we talking about here?
There's a festival. Apparently they're setting up tents. They're setting up booths. They're setting up stalls. Looks like we got a full-on fall festival going on.
Where's this?
All downtown Tucson. So over here on, I think from like Congress and Tool. Well, not on Tool. Tool had that shooting. But
I'll ask my wife about it. Sure, we're gonna go.
Hell yeah. I still can't believe. Go? I think we're going to go. I think we're gonna go. We'll have to meet up if we both go.
Yeah, let me know day and time. I'll meet you out there.
Damn straight. I know Lux is excited about it, and I'm excited. I love a good festival. I like a good street festival. Boy, that's a fun time, and I'm excited to see what Tucson has.
Good old Tucson.
Good old Tucson, Arizona. But yeah, that shooting at that Amtrak, I really did not realize how fucking close I was to that, Shane. Like that's on that's on Tool. I'm on Congress, bro. Like I'm right here.
My wife works off Congress, and she was on her way home and goes, I was actually on the phone with her. She says, I can't go down this road. There's like SWAT team down there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. When I went to the weed store, there was still police there cleaning that place up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lux took me a little back way, and I didn't realize it went across Tool. I didn't realize I was like a block away. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, that's the Amtrak. I was like, I never go to the weed store this way. I take this long kind of scenic way because I like to get a good walk in.
Speaking of scenic, I told my wife, I said I'm taking a bike ride up through Speedway through the mountains this morning, so I'll get it on video for you.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh, man. Guys, Stan Odie. Did you guys see Stan Odie's edit? Stan Odie made a sick-ass MURKradio edit. Yeah, he's a fucking solid video editor. He did it, I guess, at work, too. But I'll try to repost it. He made a sick-ass, like, MURKradio clips. I don't know. Might have a clip channel or something coming.
Yeah, that's Stan Odie, man. He's off the chain. He's like, doing some good shit.
Crushing it. Those Diaper Daddy shirts, those Murky Mommy shirts, those crack me up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
BMAC, let's see. We have a great fall colors out here, Rhode Island. Yeah, fall in Rhode Island. Yeah, people drive out there to take photos of your trees, right? Isn't that Rhode Island? Am I tripping?
Rhode Island.
Isn't it a fall photographer haven?
I know Virginia is, because in the valley, one of the most beautiful places on the East Coast, man, in Virginia. Because when the leaves change, that valley is absolutely beautiful. I've seen it once in my life. You know, living in Jersey, my parents took me to Washington, D.C. a few times, you know. So, but I seen it once, like at that perfect season time. Yeah, I'm probably about 15 at the time. Didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, but
yeah,
I remember it was beautiful.
Man, because I, did a lot of my traveling attached to some kind of stupid music project. It seems like I've seen most of the country in the summertime. And boy, do I hate most of the country in the summertime. You know what I mean? Like, I like the desert in the summertime. I like dry places in the summertime. But good Lord, there's fall. Like, I've wanted to see the world in fall. You know what I mean? When the leaves are changing, everywhere's version of fall. It's always been curious. You know what I mean? But,
Festival. I'm going to look into this while we're here. Tucson Festival.
Yeah, BMAC, they make a big deal about the foliage. Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah. Guess I take it for granted because I've always been here. Everything turns orange, yellow, and red. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Photographer's paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love those colors.
They really do.
Is it a music? Wait, it's not. Is it?
Yeah, New York is literally the city that never sleeps. I mean, that bitch doesn't. It's jarring. I went from Jamaica Estates, Queens one time in a subway and came out in Times Square. I was like, holy shit. It was like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I was like, why is it still so bright? I was a young man, so I was pretty inebriated at the time too, so I was hella confused. Country boy in New York. Hey, good morning, Chandra. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Any news on Brian Laundrie, MC Baby? Unfortunately, no, there's nothing new yet.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
There is something on the Tucson event page, something about the Haunted Ruins and Polka Dot Hex event or something this month. Through the 3rd. Recurring weekly on Sunday, Friday, Saturday. The Valley of the Moon is an enchanted fairy tale land for kids of all ages. Final night, blah, blah, blah.
Valley of the Moon. Children's Fantasy Park. There's a Children's Fantasy Park here?
Yeah, it looks like... How weird is that, bro?
Dude, we have this thing in the town I'm from called Wilson Park, and it's kind of like this, just not in the desert. It's like a castle and stuff. Dude, hell yes. Boy, I gotta get my son out to that.
Alexander, no, that's not the one that's going to be happening this weekend. I can't find that one yet.
Oh yeah, see, I was wondering what the fuck is going on out there. But hey, sometimes like these weird pop-up shits happen downtown. Like the other day, people were spray painting like the little devil that's on the fireball bottle everywhere. I was like, what's up with this? Why are they doing? Is there some kind of fireball event? And sure enough, there's a big ass weird fireball event. And,
is this the month they do, like, it's not called the Day of the Dead, but there's one in Tucson where they walk the Which one? What? I thought it was in September.
Day of the Dead. I think it's.
But they don't call it Day of the Dead. It's Remembering the Dead, and people dress, the same, but it's actually called something else.
Oh, it's not. Dias Muertos or whatever. It's a.
Here. Day of the Dead. Blah blah blah. Let's see. I'm trying. Oh, it's called All Souls.
Not a single good morning, bitch. Oh, sorry, B-Mac. Good morning, bitches.
Good morning.
Yeah.
It's called All Souls Procession.
All Souls Procession. Oh.
The belief is that the gates of heaven open at midnight, October 31st.
Huh.
All
Souls Day.
Their families for 24 hours. Day of the Dead. Conclusion. Okay, so there's a website. Let me find out what the date is, because we wanted to see that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, November 5th through November 7th.
Huh. Okay.
I'll put it up in the Discord for everybody. Or for you, whoever. Whoever wants to see it.
Well, whatever they got going on this weekend, I'm going to go get down. I bet you, that we go hammer. I bet this town goes hammer for that, too. I bet we're about to have a bunch of fucking parties all fall. You know what I mean?
That's something that you and Lux, I'm sure, would love to go to.
Yeah.
So, sent you a DM on it.
Yeah, see, I thought it was Dia de los Muertos that was coming up. That's what I maybe thought it was, but I didn't. I'm Jewish, so the high holidays are kind of over for me. Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah already happened, so.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God my fasts are out of the way and the good Rosh Hashanah. I told you guys how I do Rosh Hashanah, though. I just marathon Rush. I do Rosh Hashanah. I listen to just fucking Rush for
there you go.
Fucking 3 days straight.
Hell yeah.
So there are 2 dead and 1 in custody after a shooting at a senior living facility today. We have another publicized shooting, guys.
Did a senior go off the chain?
I think it's somebody went into the senior living facility to do it. But I can put a little volume on it.
Shooting and something like this, where it was definitely an attack on the senior living facility. There's going to be so many questions. Why did this happen? And for so many times, family members in these tragic situations sometimes never really get that answer, and that answer is never going to be good enough, because
I don't know what's coming up this weekend.
We have 2
I can
people
see
that are dead.
this dude that did this. I could see him sitting in his house going, "Man, we got to be over the top, dog." I mean, everybody's shooting up schools.
Live their best life at the senior living facility,
Why
now
would you do that?
tragedy has occurred. We don't know why. There's no
They're already
reason
at the end
for
of
it.
their life.
But once
Lux,
again,
I don't
we
have
just,
a text from
continue
you
to
about
see
the
shootings
festival.
happening
Where did you
across
message?
the country at really a rate that is just
You might have sent it to
outstanding.
Old Mark.
When you think about all the major cities here in this country that seem to be plagued by shootings. I mean, D.C.,
hey, when you shut it down, we got to have like a funeral procession for Old MURKradio.
Gun violence, and just in the last couple of months,
Old
we've been
MURKradio.
seeing in the D.C. area just about all the shootings that they've been having.
The
just,
old mobile account,
in
boy.
broad daylight, and we're at a restaurant
Tighten
a
it up.
couple of months ago that we were
The OG.
right here for you on Live Now from Fox. And then you talk about other major cities. Look at Chicago.
All right, it's Fox News, so they'll probably get into guns. But in chat, it's Tucson Meet Yourself. Oh. It's a festival called Tucson Meet Yourself. Oh, it's in the chat. Oh, sorry.
All that was happening today, but I wasn't sure if that was... I didn't say anything about it because I wasn't sure if that was the actual thing that you were seeing downtown.
Yeah. So. Oh. Hey, Ari Anthony, hop up in this voice chat.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to get to hear her work she's been doing on Skinwalker. It's got to be ready soon.
I'm so excited for it. I'm so ready for it. I was a level of pumped with when her son made the trailer for us to see. I was even more pumped when the copyright claim from my track was lifted off of that trailer. And
big ups to her son too. How old's her son?
I don't want to misspeak on his exact age.
Give me a guess.
Well, he's a solid teen now. He's as old as my boy Aiden. So
yeah, I tell you what, man. I'm 46, bro. I couldn't have made that trailer.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh no, kid's slick with it. He's obviously learning too, like in school. Like he's got some actual some stuff going on.
And like I tried to edit a photo in Photoshop like last week, and I about like broke my computer, bro.
Oh man, okay, look, I have a whole iMac. All of the earlier MURKradio shows and stuff, and all the edited content I made, I used to do on an iMac. And I paid pretty good fucking money for this iMac, and it's one of the ones that's newer though and has that shit ass chip in it that's made it fucking useless. Like, dude, this is the slowest Mac I've ever had. Like, Lux's older MacBook flies compared to it, and like, I need editing help, and then when I see impressive editing, I'm like, oh damn, you know what I mean? Like, I've sat in a Final Cut and iMovie, and I know that life. Wow. That grind is serious. That kid put some time into that and fucking nailed it.
Once we get rolling, Merc, I want to do a fundraiser for you, so you can get possibly a new editing station and a stream deck.
Oh yeah, I want a stream deck really bad. Yo, Arianthe, fucking Caden's 11. Boy is tall. Again, really honestly, once you're 10, I kind of start treating you like an adult.
11, bro.
I just kind of start talking to you like you're my buddy, you know?
11 years old, and he busted out that trailer. That's like, bro.
Nah, that's impressive. That's impressive.
That kid's got something going on, man, if he wants to do media in the future.
Hey, he's smart and funny, too. The kid's got a funny sense of humor. What up, Teresa? What up, everybody rolling into the chat? Hello, hello, hello. We're entering the second hour of the morning stream, and we've kind of moved on to other news. So again, if anybody wants some Brian Laundrie opinion, you can just roll back a little bit in the stream. If not, you can wait till the video's posted on YouTube. It'll be up shortly after the stream is over. So I think we're officially until some new news breaks, I think we're pinned up on Brian Laundrie for the day. I think I'm gonna put a moratorium on it again unless something cool pops off. There's just nothing new. Chill with cat. Man, I wish I could see the dance, some of the emotes that happen. I'll just get the text for the emotes sometimes, and it sucks.
So
10-year-old is amazing with his stuff, says Erica. See, my son is he's 4 and he's already like really with it. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. I been a parent for a minute, but there's something hitting about these new 10-year-olds. Boy, these new 10-year-olds, these new 5-year-olds, they're quick. Oh, is it boring now, lol? Yeah, not watching the air traffic. There's really no air traffic to watch, MC. You know, Shane checked it out. Yeah,
there's a plane doing some loops, but he left. So not much going on. I think they moved on. I think they got the father out there to come check out this little makeshift campsite that they found. It's a new campsite since the reserve has been closed, or not campsite. It's probably like a little fire pit, or who knows what it could be, but
yeah.
I had him come out there, look around, and then I think they've moved on. A report said yesterday that the FBI contacted that hiker in North Carolina and was on the phone with him for over an hour.
Yeah.
And another news report said that they possibly are sending a team up to the area, but that's too little too late, man.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days.
Yeah.
You bump into somebody and he was already skittish. He's not staying there.
Yeah, he's staying there. I'm trying to get a better thing, The Sims, for people to send links in for me to play on stream and for me to check out before I have them on stream.
Oh yeah.
I've already lost the link that she put in the chat, so that The Sims put in the chat. So if you can send it to me on Discord, I'll try to get to it when I can for sure. I'm trying to get like something figured out that people can just kind of easily send streams or links and stuff to the stream. It's not particularly the easiest thing to kind of just make happen with how fast the chat moves. sometimes. And just how conversation moves.
Murk, if it gets too crazy in the chat and it really starts flying by, just put it on slow mode.
Oh yeah, I'm slowly gearing toward trying to get people up in this voice chat. You know what I mean? Just the number of Murkies, it's getting a little tough on the eyes by the end of the day. So I'm like, trying to take the advice of the people around me and try to build a way that's like maybe easier for people with like hella relevant shit or like a link or something they want to share in the stream to kind of like bing, pop it up,
I wonder if there's a way, Murk, I'm going to look into it, to set a timer on people that pop into the chat.
Well, I think there's a way that we can do it for like the voice chat, you mean? We can also, set kind of a call-in limit, stay relevant, stay relevant to the topic, ask the question, bounce out,
let's say like someone pops in, they get like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Automatically signed by the server. There's got to be a way to do that.
I'll get with Lux and Umbra and see if there's a way to kind of limit. I know that there's like, we've got it set up now that we can kind of drag and drop, you know what I mean? People can hop in the waiting room and like maybe send us a message or hit up an admin and be like, can I get on the show? Can I be on? Or hit up the chat and be like, I'm waiting to get on. Be like, okay, cool. Bring in, open call, have the call, then probably move on with the show, because we've had a few different issues with like, now we're spending 45 minutes talking about Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. Like I don't mind you pop into the chat, but it's when people just sit there. If you're just gonna sit there and listen, then please, guys, hop out and just listen to it on YouTube.
Yeah, hit that. Hop in the stream and hit that like. Help us with the chat. There's a lot of things that maybe lurkers can maybe also do to maybe help out if they want to help out, because that's how I feel like people are when they're hopping in the. I'm like, oh, they're wanting to help out. You know what I mean? They want to be part of the crew and stuff like that. Hell yes, please do. But yeah, I think for just server issues, for lag, for clarity issues, I think it's easier to have like a more streamlined voice chat thing, but still keep it open.
Yeah, I'm 2 seconds in and I'm already getting kicked out. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Banned for life. Yeah. Banned for life.
Hey, Curvy Girl Vlogs.
What's up, Curvy?
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you guys? I missed you guys yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We had kind of a crazy one yesterday.
Better now.
Changed the format up. You know what I mean? Change the format up.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Oh, Chandra, no, it's absolutely cool to hang out all day. No, it is. It was just causing lag issues with people who do come on mic. So we have to kind of limit the actual people in the voice chat to people who are kind of actively voice chatting or using video. It's just causing lag issues when you get like 12 people stacked up and like only 2 of them are talking. It causes lag issues. So we're just gonna have to format the thing where it's like, if you want to lurk, you can lurk on the stream, or we can pop you in if you got something to talk. If you want to call in, it's still open. Still an open situation. We just, for lag reasons and for, just in case things turn into like sometimes it'll devolve into hella off topic, and that's fine sometimes, but it's turned into like quite often, but we're starting to get a little popular, guys. So I'm going to try to make
that's like a good thing.
It really is. That's why I want to make like a Discord help center in Discord, so people with questions on Discord can just hop in there and we're not spending so much time on air doing it. You know what I mean? And really build like a resource center for everybody. I can share what I've learned on it and stuff there too, because it's a new app. It's the new app for me too, but it is the easiest way to have watch parties, to call in, to kind of organize a community like this,
Yeah, I used to use TeamSpeak, and this is a lot better. Actually, Discord has come a long way.
Yeah. Oh, but keep the stream to listen on the PlayStation on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, BMAC, that's kind of the smart way to do it if you're looking to maybe lurk on the Discord. Just hop in the Discord, check out the chat. You don't have to... Well, now we've got it where it's just for lag reasons. I thought it would be fine for people lurking for a while, but I was having these really weird, like, reverb issues, and when I looked into it, they were like, it's just because there's too many people in there with their, mics muted and shit. It's just... And it's not just the amount of it's an international thing. Like we have like a bunch of people from all over the place in the voice chat, so it's just rough on Discord. So like we just have to kind of, you know, just popping into Sin Murky Friday afternoon. Love from Sheffield, England. Shane Camp. Fuck yeah. I love our UK people. Debbie out there, man. Yeah, I love our UK people, man. I was watching Royal Recipes last night while I was cooking Zimmy's pasta, and guys, I love that show. It's free on YouTube. It's just people showing you how to make fucking royal recipes, like recipes that the British royal family likes.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Brian Laundrie's survival skills without the quotes. It'll be the first video, and it's NBC New York. Now here's the problems, The Sims. I've done this a lot with people who chat in. It's we have different algorithms, baby. It's going to give us different search results. Keep in mind, my YouTube is nutty. I don't think it's going to give me the same search results you get. But again, shoot me a link. Find a video, shoot me a link. I got you. I'll put it on. But yeah, message me, I think, on Discord or something.
I'll pop up here so you guys can, you know, not get the lag and just listen on YouTube.
Oh, for sure. Hey, again, you know, if you got some, you know, if you want to talk or hop on cam. You know, hey.
I can.
Hey, if you want to, again, like hanging out and listening is also like it's a little bit, you know, like. If you're a diaper daddy, you have immediate access to this channel, and it's, you know, you can lurk. I might need help with admin stuff. You know what I mean? If you want, if you don't.
I'd be glad to help you if you need.
Yeah, I set a specific number of admins that are in specific places so that we can kind of reduce lag. You know what I mean? But if you could hop in here, you're hopped in here. You don't have to worry. That's not, you know, that ain't necessarily for you. Been watching a lot of Star Trek, says John. Permission to come on board, Captain. For sure, John. Let's get John dragged in here. John, if you don't mind, hop down into the voice channel called On Air Chat Waiting Room, and I'll drag you up. Actually, it's John. John's like a really good example of how a call-in works. You guys know what I mean? Like, comes in, he calls in. You know what I'm saying? Let me get him real quick.
Yeah, he jumps in, says what he's got to say, and he bounces.
Normally keeps to it. If he does backtrack, he'll kind of be like, hey, I'm backtracking. It's not, you know, where the fuck am I?
Heck yeah.
Where's he at? I'm gonna try to find him in the damn users so I can just throw him up here. But hey, I'm also a Trekkie John, so yeah, we can get you up here for sure. Oh, sure, in 30. John, we might be over to MURKspiracies in 30, but yes, absolutely. Zimmy, where are you at? Netherlands guy? Oh yeah, Renz is in here with us. He's babysitting right now. He's just kind of listening in. We gotta, you know, get on cam in a couple of hours once I get to my office, if that's cool. Absolutely, Chandra. Absolutely. Again, like if not, it's also cool. Hey, Chandra, absolutely you can. Again, anybody who's looking to lurk, but like on cam, I can do that. It's just people who are lurking completely silent. It's causing reverb issues. It's you know, I can't do it open like I used to. I just can't. Ooh, Teresa says she's much more of a Star Trek person than Star Wars. Shane, I don't think I've asked you which of the two you prefer, if there is one.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Ooh, yeah, right on. I like them both for different reasons.
Yes, I like them both. But if I really had to pick one,
I think I agree with you. I think it's I think if you had to choose one, like they're gonna erase one from history over the other, you know.
Hard because there's so many different Star Treks. You know, I mean, so many different people played.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
Curvy Girl Vlog's never seen either. What?
I have to say that Star Wars was definitely more important to me growing up, but I've watched more Star Trek now as an adult.
See, that's the thing, is like my fully developed adult brain, like you know.
Man, whoever said that needs to get out of those underground tunnels.
Boy, but yeah, Star Wars is one of those culturally like hella relevant things, and if you were to erase it, you'd erase so many like in gags and side media and childhood memories. You know what I mean? That's one of those, like, you know, Marvel versus DC, right? I read Marvel as a teen, and I read DC as an adult. You know, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, right now Marvel's been hitting it hard.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like the Marvel spin-off shows. I prefer the movies.
Word.
But you know, to each his own.
Yeah. And well, and see, Marvel's back now. Now I don't read any DC comics. I'm back to Marvel, but I'm not really reading any of the Marvel comics right now. I'm just kind of taking in their Disney Plus content, because that shit is pretty fire. I think, like, the Loki series was good. Just finished What If, and What If is killer. What If is fucking killer, like really good. But Erica with the DC, yeah, I wish DC could get there. I wish Warner Brothers didn't own the film rights. I wish Warner Brothers wasn't in charge of making DC films, because they're just not. I don't know.
You guys know Disney owns Marvel and essentially owns the X-Men franchise, but from what I hear, the contract is expiring and they're going to blend X-Men with Marvel in a movie.
Yeah. They're building to it. They're building to it hard. Also, the Fantastic Four. They've actually already left threads. They've already established a Fantastic Four character in the way of Kang the Conqueror. Because Kang the Conqueror is a descendant of Franklin Richards in the comics, son of Reed and Sue. Yeah.
So from what I understand, there was a contract that wouldn't allow them to put any kind of Marvel content with the X-Men.
Yeah. Renee was so good, not a role she normally plays. Yeah. Oh my God, What If? Yeah, What If was fucking... guys, the finale of What If, we watched it like last night. Fuck, it made me tear up at the end, boy.
What is What If?
It's okay. So it's like a class. I couldn't suggest something more highly from the extended shows. It's Ubuntu the Watcher. It's kind of a play on the old Marvel What If comics. So the Watcher is the narrator, right? And he can't interfere, but he observes all the stories of the multiverse, and he shows you some of his favorites. And at the end of it, it kind of turns into a Guardians of the Multiverse situation. Like, he assembles a team and they have to fight a big bad, but I don't want to spoil who the big bad is. I don't want to spoil anything about the show. Everyone should just watch Marvel What If. It's genuinely worth it, I think. Like, there's episodes people don't particularly like, and I've seen some negative reviews on YouTube over, but it's like, I liked those episodes. I don't know. I didn't have any, like, there's a Captain Carter. I'll spoil that. You know, what if Peggy Carter got the Captain America serum? Got the super soldier serum instead of Steve. Steve Rogers ends up in an Iron Man suit. You know, Arianthe, my co-hostess with the mostess, my sister from another mister. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. You know who messaged me this morning?
Who?
Ian Rugg. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, just randomly after like 10 years.
Whoa.
What's up?
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, I got a question for you. What's MURKspiracies about today?
Ooh. Well, what do you want it to be about?
Yesterday we were dipping into World War II and talking about the technology they had. So we've kind of...
Do you know what my favorite conspiracy is?
Ooh, what?
Mothman. He's more cryptid, but there's a government conspiracy that goes along with him.
Okay. Do you want to do 2 hours on Mothman?
Yeah.
Let's do 2 hours on Mothman.
Everyone seemed really excited to talk about Mothman.
Yeah.
And then we flipped gears to something really cool.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not gonna push it.
Yeah. Well, we'll need we got to stay on topic today, but we're gonna do Mothman then, and we're gonna.
I love Mothman.
Go heavy into it. I want to hear your everything. MK Ultra. Hey, check out the tattered map.
Yeah.
If you go to my YouTube homepage, if you scroll
MK
down,
Ultra, man.
there's a thing called Cults and Conspiracies and Cults. It's a playlist. We get into MK Ultra. Dude, I am all about the MK Ultra program. Yeah, Chandra. Yeah, you guys, the Tattered Map, MURKradio, we're going to get into it. We got 2 different cult and conspiracy kind of things going on. I'm hoping I can get special guests in here today. He's back in town. And I'm hoping I get him in hoping I get him in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. And get maybe him for MURKradio for sure. But I haven't heard from him yet. He might still be snoozing. He might be getting around. It's pretty early here. It's 8:30.
That's pretty early.
Yeah. But hey, while I got you in here, it's the last 30 minutes of our last ridiculous fucking answering the question about like Brian Laundrie questions you've been asked that you're probably tired of answering. This is what this stream is for. What do you got?
The one that I get asked the most?
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's anything you want to wrap up and refer people to, like, hey, just check out this stream.
I get asked, where do you think he is, and do you think he's on the Appalachian Trail like 12.5 times a day?
Yep.
Not even by you guys.
Yeah, just by other people. Yeah. Like in other boards and shit. Yeah.
Hey, Ari, tell me if you agree. I don't think he's on the Appalachian Trail. I think he's off the side of it, if that makes sense. Like he's traveling the back roads.
Yeah, I think he's around it. And what's super frustrating is, so I'm a part of a lot of Appalachian Trail hiker groups, and I know a lot of people that are on trail right now. And the rumor mill spins, but I talked to a girl a few days ago who said that she called 911. She saw Brian Laundrie. She knows it was him. He was pulled off at a stop. Like it's a trailhead. It kind of leads to a section hike of the trail. And she said she called 911, and she said, I think I just saw Brian Laundrie, and I really think you guys need to check it out. And the girl on dispatch said, yeah, you and everyone else, and hung up. And So she's like, we're turning him in. They're just not listening.
Look, absolutely insane. I've heard numerous reports of people getting hung up on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't know if 911 has been instructed to do so by the FBI.
Damn. Hell yeah, curvy girl. Vlogs, man. She sold 2 of the I'm just bald, I'm not Brian Laundrie shirts yesterday. Hey, again, shout out while we're kind of, again, until some new updates come out, kind of putting a plug in our Brian Laundrie coverage. Curvy Girl Vlogs has made a shirt that says I'm just bald, I'm not Brian Laundrie. Link in our Discord, and man, they're great. They're great. But yeah, Ari, we're gonna just spend the last 30 minutes, I think, just kind of wrapping it up for now. Again, we gotta wait. I mean, we're stuck. There's really nothing. We can keep speculating on what the feds are doing and keep answering the same questions, but I figure it's probably prudent to go ahead and put something we can refer people to. You know what I mean? But Shane, is there anything you get asked a lot because you're our eye in the sky?
Is there anything on no, nothing except that one plane did do a couple loops and left the air. I think that was a private deal.
Yeah.
Nothing on this morning. Whoa, it would be 11:30 over there.
Yeah.
So I think they found that little campsite thing that they said. Brought the father there to look at it or maybe verify some things that could have been left at the site. Like, hey, maybe there were some drinks left there. Does your son drink this kind of stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
And then I think they left the area. I honestly think because they called that hiker for an hour and one of the news outlets said they're going to send a team that way, I think they're kind of maybe going to go up there.
Yeah.
To North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Hey,
yeah.
man, I mean, Ari, what do you think? He pulled this guy over at like 12:30 at night, in a remote area by the Appalachian Trail entrance of one of the little, as you would call, what are they called? Trailheads.
Yeah.
And was skittish, talked to him for a few minutes, took off. Whether he was in a truck or not, who knows? But do you think he's still in like that, even a 10-mile radius?
No.
2-3 days later. I mean, they are, dude, guys, you want to commit a crime? Do an FBI crime because
they take forever to actually do
unbelievable.
anything.
Don't do a crime. I am not telling anybody to do a crime.
But commit a federal crime if you got
you
to.
absolutely fucking have to
Yeah.
make it federal.
Yeah, you also get into a nicer prison. You also get into a nicer fucking prison. That's for sure.
Yeah, we don't see what they're doing behind the scenes, but visually, they're a fucking joke. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My wife's a judge.
Yeah.
I
you're right.
fully support law enforcement. I don't like all cops. A lot of them are shady and shitty and dirty. But I will tell you, I support my wife, what she does, and I'll tell you, this FBI thing, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. This
How the fuck?
whole federal investigation. But Shane, also what I meant was, I mean, is there anything you get asked things frequently by the Murkies? You know, you're very much, you're one of my co-hosts. You're the chief logistics coordinator, man. Is there anything you want to like, we're at an hour and 37 minutes, and is there an opinion you want to drop to kind of finally just get it out there and you can refer people to it and you don't have to keep saying it over and over? Is there anything you get asked repeatedly? It feels like mostly what they get is there anything going on in the sky? Yeah.
In the sky. Man, besides yesterday, that little Carlton Reserve and that news chopper and everything, but nothing, man. Last week, nothing solid.
Gotcha. So guys, if there is any updates from Shane, he's going to probably just bring them forward like the moment he sees it.
Every once in a while, I'm jumping in on the entire Appalachian Trail to see if there's any choppers doing any kind of searches along the Appalachian Trail. I haven't seen a one.
Yeah. And I'm going to stay on top of the news. I'm going to, that's one of the fucking news stories I'm following. So we're going to stay on top of it, but we're not going to be committing as much time during the day to it. And so I wanted to also just have something we can just refer to. Again, Shane's on top of it. If anybody has the question, is Shane checking out the sky? If he's got something new, he'll let us know, baby. And I'll give you a timestamp for when he drops that information in a stream too, just so we're not having to spend so much time going back over what's in the sky, or
Yeah.
Real quick, she popped. Oh, there you are, Kirby. Is there anything you want to maybe ask, you want to bring up, you want to state your opinion on before we kind of move on into Murkspiracies for the day? Oh, you're muted.
Duh, sorry.
You're good.
Rookie move.
Oh no, it happens.
I've done it.
Yeah, I just think yesterday's little publicity stunt with Daddy over there was completely, they weren't doing anything. They were trying to make it look like they're helping so the public could get off their back.
Gotcha. And that's the take from Kirby. So again, if you guys want to, let's see, you're at like 138. So if you need to refer anybody to that opinion, if you get asked that like crazy, you can throw them here and be like, we talked about it,
Cool.
Just because we gotta move on. It's getting, the Brian simp trolls are getting a lot to deal with too. That's another weird part of the day.
They make me laugh though.
They do make me laugh. It's just a big part of the day.
Yeah, there's just a lot of time.
Yeah, and one thing I really loved about yesterday and breaking things up too is how it went really smooth. And while we might have lost viewers for different types of content, because again, like the Brian stuff's juicy, new people hop in and out. It's, numbers pop in and out. Any new viewers out there, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell again. We're going to cover it when new stuff comes out, but I'm just done digging through the same 4 fucking variables and acting like there might be something new, because there's just not. There's not. Oh, whoa. Does Brian Laundrie eat melons? Sometimes our chat gets
Not
crazy.
much right now.
Yeah. So, we're gonna do Mothman. Let's kind of maybe talk about. Are we? I'll just have to pull some stuff up, and we'll go live with Mothman on MURKradio. Boy, I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know.
Now, my question is, how many people know what the hell Mothman is, and how many people can I have a full discussion with on Mothman?
I fucks with Richard Gere.
That's close.
I know nothing about it. Please inform me.
Oh, shit.
All right. Don't do it yet. We're going to do it on MURKradio. But good. Okay, good. I'm glad we got a fresh, someone that also needs to learn with me, because I don't know that much. Again, I'm a fan of Richard Gere. I've seen that Mothman Prophecies. I've seen the movie, but I haven't. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. If he's smart, he should go to Moab to have his buddies help him. That says Unholy Kev. Yeah. Gotta throw something crazy out there. Yeah. I've already stated my Brian stuff for the day. But, man. Okay. I say we call it a wrap then for right now on the Brian stuff. And we bring her on in. And we move over to MURKradio and we get this rolling.
Let's do it, baby.
Erica says, how do I get to MURKradio? You get to it the exact same way you get to this show. You like and subscribe to my channel. You hit that bell and it will notify you when I go live. When we hear at MURKradio.
It did not notify me this morning.
Did it not?
No.
I blame YouTube.
I do too.
I blame YouTube. It should. I mean, that's what the bell's for. So make sure you have your notifications turned on for my channel too.
I've had similar issues with that the last few days.
I believe that. I've also had issues just getting my stream to actually launch on YouTube. There's been a few streams that have launched late because YouTube's not, or I've had to change the title after the fact because it puts the old title up.
It's a MURKradio.
Yeah. But here's the schedule, we're still doing 8 hours. We're just breaking them up into 2 hours at a time. So, just pop back up on the channel. I'll be live.
So it's not in this one, it's in a new one.
I think, will this one restart, or is it going to be a totally separate Murk?
It'll read like a live stream, so it might restart like this one, but it's gonna have a new title. It's gonna be right there in the on the top of my YouTube once I go live. You know what I mean? Like if you go to my YouTube homepage, it'll be boom right there.
There it is. Go to the YouTube homepage and refresh.
Yeah, and it'll take it takes a few minutes in between. I got to get the hashtags changed. I got to change the title. I got to do the back end stuff. It's just little old me pecking away at that keyboard. So it takes a couple minutes in between the 2 hour streams, but it should be right on the YouTube page, on Twitch, on Facebook. Facebook will also notify you when I go live. If you subscribe to MURKradio on Facebook, or if you subscribe to me personally, JMurk on Facebook. Yeah. And all of my socials, the links are in the description on our website. If you go to the very bottom, it's the social links. All of those hieroglyphs have links associated to them when you click them, baby. Lux built us a beautiful fucking website, like a beautiful website.
Awesome job, Lux. Awesome job.
Like a beautiful website. All right, well, let's gear up for some Mothman. How about that? I'm gonna.
All right, well, I'll be back. I'm gonna get a snack.
Right on. I'm excited to learn about Mothman. I'm gonna hop out of here. Arianthe, do you mind just hanging out here for us? You guys just hang out right here. I'll be right back. She might be muted at the moment. Anyway, hold down the fort for me if you don't mind, and we'll be right back. And all you Murkies out there, again, hit that like, share, subscribe, hop in this Discord. The Discord's the easiest way to get on the show. we've kind of had to change things up, but it's just because there's a lot of new Murkies and, just have to be a little easier on the server. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna hit this end card. We're gonna learn about some Mothman today. We're gonna kind of, we're gonna get a little fresh with the content. And again, you can find it on the YouTube page. I'm gonna go live just like I go live with this, so you can find the next show just like you found this one. And a reminder that MURKradio is brought to you by BarkBox and Atlas VPN. Exclusive deal in the description below.
Repeat.